Welcome back to Hodgepodge. Today I'm in the practice space of Zen Kura, an upstate New York-based band. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having
us.
Great to be here. What a lovely setup you have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How long have you been working on this setup?
We've been down here since 2011, I think, and it's just taken one step at a time and you know, little by little.
How long in total have you been a band?
I think, Brian, you joined in around
2011.
Yeah.
I came up with you guys.
Yeah, so, yeah, and then we brought Brian in last year around this time.
Yeah, I was just saying, you know, I think I'm coming up on my 1 year anniversary,
Yeah.
so I'm due for a raise.
Do you play around the Syracuse area a lot?
Yeah, we're building more shows. We're you know, we've done a few shows just to get warmed up with the new singer here, and yeah, but we're getting started. We don't do a ton of shows, you know, but we don't want the circus to come to town too many times.
Gotcha.
The difficulty is it's all originals, and a lot of clubs, they just want cover bands.
Mm-hmm.
So finding those gigs can be a little hard.
How many originals have you written to date?
At least 100. At least.
Yeah, a lot of songs. We've been jamming together, the three of us, since about 1990, so a lot of songs.
How many albums do you have out officially?
Well, as Zen Kura 1, and we're working on the second one, and as in a different incarnation, Lauren, Matt, and I had another band called Night, and we did 2 albums with them.
You had another band?
Yes.
Yeah, I was in a band called Ahnest, and we did a lot of things back in the 90s.
We're all in the same clubs playing around. And you had another band.
Yeah.
I had 1,000 different bands. Whatever.
And a few albums to boot, I'm sure, or at least
Yeah,
one.
well, mostly in the Hudson Valley area, New York City and stuff, but not, never really did anything in Syracuse that was worth remembering or anything. That's why I'm really excited to get into the studio and start working with them and showing what we sound like now. Because even compared to like Night, I think the band is just like, people are going to be really happy with it. I know I am.
How would you describe your genre?
That's the best part, is it's got a little bit of everything. It's got some 80s rock in it, it's got some heavy metal in it, it's got some soft progressive rock, Dream Theater type feel to it.
I say rock and roll.
I mean, it's just, I would put it all under that category of rock and roll, but it's more like a thinking man's rock and roll. It's not just like a Van Halen party time type rock and roll, because we're all so much older and that would be ridiculous to sing them.
Though we do have some party tunes.
We do have party tunes, but I mean, now, you know, hey,
yeah,
let's get together and...
The music's a lot of, we've even revamped vocals because we wrote stuff when we were 19 and it just was like, you know, that stuff doesn't jive with us anymore. You know, most of us are married and just, you know, we've moved on to a different point, so it's a lot of the music we want to be where we are currently, so.
Yeah, because like we'll look at a song that they wrote so many years ago and be like, we're not really going to say this, right? I mean, we can change the words, right? Like, oh yeah, change the words, right? You know, and then
Polish it up a little bit.
Polish it up a little
Update
bit.
it.
Update it. Yeah, good word. Update it.
Over the years, you probably have a lot of different stories about gigs, and were there any really horrible gigs or any funny interactions with fans?
You can never predict what you're going to get at a gig. You think, you know, we did a show where we were playing the first night and nobody showed up, and the second day we were playing a show right after that and we're like, why even bother? And we got there and the place was packed and they wouldn't even let us get off the stage. It was that kind of, and you're just like, oh yeah, I remember why I'm doing this. This is fun. You know, so you don't know what you're going to get.
And plus, now that we're kind of, you know, grown up, you know, we're not caught up in, like, you know, partying, and we're pretty together.
Speak for yourself.
So what your question makes us think back to shows where we've had the drunken lead singer that fell off the stage. Or
You didn't know. You didn't tell me that's what you wanted. I didn't know.
Edit that part out.
or just a minute, I got to go puke, then I'll be back. You know, so.
Right. Yeah, there's definitely some backstage stories that really just aren't family. Right? So we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Why is this on the Disney Channel?
Hey, we're hoping.
Is there anything in the works for 2017?
Huge things in the works for 2017. Go.
Yeah, well, we're actually working on a new album right now, and we've got all the songs lined up, and we're actually scheduling the time to go in the studio. and it's going to be a double CD, and we're very excited about it. It's all original too, all original music, which is something kind of hard to find in Central New York. Most of the bands are cover bands or some semblance of that, you know. So original music is.
Yeah, because even the bands that are original bands will still throw a bone to the audience and be like, and here's one you know, and throw out like an Ozzy Osbourne or, you know, Black Sabbath, a go-to. And Zen Kura is like, no, it's all original, and that's what it is. So you're either going to like what we're doing or you're not going to like it, because we're not going to placate the audience to what everyone else is doing, where here's all these covers that you know, and here's one of our originals. When you ever notice when you go see a cover band and they're like, here's one of our originals, if everybody goes to the bathroom. we want them there, you know, in the front. Like, I remember this show that we did at the museum, remember that? And you were like, get up, come on, you know, we don't bite, get up. And I mean, people stood up, and it was the first time that I'd ever done an original show where I was getting the reaction from the audience that I would get from my cover band, you know, that people were really into it. I was like, hey, this is actually going to work.
Yeah.
You know,
that was
because up to that point, I was teasing you all the time, going, can we do this cover? Can we do that cover? Because that's what I was brought up on, is that you do a combination of both. You have your original stuff, which you want people to listen to and enjoy, but you give them that little bit of, you know, here's a cover you know.
Plus, people feed off the fact that we're having a good time. They see
Right.
that we're having a good time, and then the music, I think, is catchy. And they latch on to that, and they're like, wait a minute, these guys are pretty good, and they come up and they get into it and they have fun with us, so that's kind of great.
Plus, I think we've all done it for so long, and we just kind of gel real well as a group. You know, we did different things with different groups, but now where we're at, we all really fit together well, and it's just kind of growing and building
Yep.
from there.
Yeah, because we did all the dues paying, but we did it all those years ago with all those different bands.
Right, and I think
That
it
by
comes
the point we are
across
now, it's like
now
we've done that.
when we play live. I think you can see now that we're a little different than somebody who's just starting out, a little more polished, a little more to it.
You know, we get up there and people say, who are these old farts? And then they're like, whoa!
These old farts can play.
good!
Hey, wait a second. I kind of rethink my thing.
And when you stop talking, you just get dominant.
Give him a minute.
Just say something.
He's always like that. It's horrible. He's important.
Matt wrote all our songs. That's why he doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not always.
He's such a
On
good
a
guy.
third.
His voice comes out in the lyrics.
Yes,
That's right.
but he has to say
It's
he says the
prowess.
words.
So if we want to check out your CDs, where can we go?
Pretty much anywhere. You can go on iTunes.
Spotify has it.
Yeah. CD Baby released it to all the different.
eMusic, emusic.com.
Amazon,
Anybody that has
YouTube.
that. YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube. Actually, YouTube is the best place to go at this point to hear, if you will, this version of the band, because we only exist in this version with me as the vocalist, and no, you were on the album. Actually, with me, I'm the only. I'm the problem. to hear me, you have to go to YouTube. But their record, the original record, Zen Kura, is those four,
It's just
and
four.
it's awesome. And you can hear that on Spotify, iTunes, CD Baby, eMusic, and it's on YouTube too, isn't it? The original.
Yeah.
We were singers by default. We're guitar players who couldn't find a singer or deal with a singer because they come sometimes with extra baggage.
No.
You know what I'm talking about. No, I'm just kidding. And then we got a chance to work with Brian here, and we were like, yeah, this is it. So it's like the cherry on top of the sundae, and it's like I was just telling Jace this morning, we're four-wheel driving, you know, we're four on the floor, we sound complete, it's a full sound, and you don't have to worry about that guy going back, if they just had a vocalist, that'd be great, you know. So we feel like we're...
What did people used to say that?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that had to be painful.
Even my dad would come up to me,
Even your dad!
Get a singer, you guys are going to be great.
Oh,
Thanks,
my
Dad.
gosh.
And we've set up the rehearsal space so that we feel like we're in a performance venue. It's a great way to rehearse. And we think maybe we can shoot some videos down here too, to get, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you want to check them out, as always, all of the links will be in the video description below. Check them out. If you like them, give this video a thumbs up, check out my other videos, and subscribe.